We should be caught up with a live game here momentarily. Not an easy start for SOK. Didn't have level 2 for a while, but gets the wolf kill. And that's big. That's the aura being upgraded and the stat boost. Man, these wolves are being very annoying. The cancel on the tower here. Such a pain in the buttocks. Oh, almost another. Oh my god, got another peasant. My goodness. We got a Fire Lord second for SOK. What is going on here? Spike barricades ready already against this footy attack. Heavy summon pressure. We got a TC second on the way. Ooh, but the Lodge survives. That's very important as well. Not for long. Maybe. Perfect stomp. TC comes out. AM in trouble. Getting blocked. Whoa. Beautiful block by the Headhunter right there. Block also on the footies. Damn. Look at STARBUCK. Footies do barely get away though. Alright. And now we're live. Yo, everything here is so hurt. Those wolves not quite able to kill the prey, but they got damn close. Double Sanctum play by SOK right here. I'm gonna start co-casting with Saul Apeman after this game. Because they started a little bit earlier, the first map without me. And we would be a little bit off sync. But I'm gonna be joining the next lobby then. For map number 3. Alright, double level 2 for STARBUCK. Whoa. This Fire Lord has crazy good right-click items, by the way. I've seen plenty of Fire Lord recently against Night Elf, trying to target down the Demon Hunter. That has been working fairly well. But I have not really seen it yet against Orc.
Player's forces are under attack.
Fire Lord on level 2. If he gets Quel'Thas here, that would be so sick. The STARBUCK is coming in ready for the Creep Jack, but the TC is very hurt. Maybe he's not that ready. Doesn't have heal cells anymore either. Only that heal scroll. Go, the beast popped early. Man, the TC's taking so much damage here. The Fire Lord right clicks, dude. They've been looking pretty scary lately. That Incinerate gonna get even stronger when he reaches level 3. Item goes to the Archmage. Last hit was Bucky's. But in this fight, it seems like SOK's doing much better. He's got a bunch of summons over here. I am level 3. I thought he would go Aura, but I guess not. As long as there's Militia, there's some decent front line. But now the Militia are gone. Now the Breakers trying to take over the front line. TC, he didn't find good connections again. With the right clicks. Right clicks! Has to use Invuln immediately outside of a fight. Odo, can he devour? Yes, he can. Nope, but there's a slow, and there's a block. And there's heavy right clicks coming in. Bucky has to TP to save that Kodo. Buck seems to be looking really good right now. Big caster army, not many breakers yet. You can see every hit from the Fire Lord. Quite painful. Unless he misses. Sometimes the Fire Lord misses. There's a bit of a bug with his Incinerate. That wasn't fixed yet, right, chat? I don't think so. Invis TC. STARBUCK quite often is a big fan of the Invis play. Oh, Firelord now in a bad position. The Stomp here could be very dangerous for him. Heal scroll going to be necessary very soon. Still dead though, right? Stomp. And there goes the Firelord. Headhunt is also falling for Bucky though. The piercing damage is dropping. Doesn't have too much anymore against these casters. Trying to chase with the Raider Ensnare. Shaman. Oh. Almost dying. Close as it gets. The Firelord back from the tavern. And in fact, SOK is still up in supply. But just a little bit. Fion's being sent over to the expo, but it's not like there's a tiny here or anything like that. Just to get a little bit of long distance mining. TC finally got a ring. That's a big help.
A player's forces are under attack.
It feels like SOK is in better control of this game right now. Another easy kill right there thanks to the slow. 4 breakers, 3 Sorks, and 2 priests. That's the army for the human. Invis doesn't protect you if you're ensnared, but the Invo Potion, that's going to protect you. Untouchable now for 7 seconds. Bucky clearly looking for that hero kill right here. Another Invis though, the AM is safe. Is that GG perhaps already? Invo Potion. STARBUCK looking for the next hero kill, but he doesn't have mana for the Stomp. And there's no... Oh wait, there is actually Chain Lightning with a mana potion. And now the casters kicking in, the slow and heal kicking in, and that is the 1-1 game tied up. Taking the next green in a moment, and he saved some mana, so I guess not too bad. But I would say STARBUCK had a pretty good opening into this game so far.
Yeah, STARBUCK is reading the game well, right? On Springtime, the previous map, he went for a spike barricades when he saw more than 3 footies, and he was right to do so. Here, he's not investing in any base defenses, because yes, he's like, if there's not that many footies, I'm expecting Rifle Caster, but you know what? The famous caster curse. 1 second after I say that, SOK is like, you know what? Let's make more of those footies, and he's going for defense now. He's at the tavern. Still 40 seconds, but yeah, STARBUCK is actually pressing the button now, but is it going to be ready? I don't know. Interesting timing by SOK. Level 2 run-by usually it's like level 3 Archmage, but this is a little bit different approach. One thing is certain, the shop is gone.
Defend coming up in a few seconds. Yeah, interesting new variation here of the build by SOK. Normally it's always the 3 footies into rifles, but now it's 3 footies fast tech into more footies, into casters, with some defend on the way. It's way more pressure on the orc. Losing that burrow here would be really painful. STARBUCK right now having trouble getting into the back of the base with his own army. More peon repair probably needed. You gotta save that. Burrow. And I guess save it he does. Barely. I'm not committing to the back of the base. Spike barricades finishes right as the footy right clicks are over. On the buildings at least. So that one was too late.
Yeah, but it's still good for SOK. Tower and Chieftain can't be created before the burrow number 3 finishes. And yes, this run-by was definitely much more successful than the previous one. Well, SOK is pulling back now. His footies are quite low, and okay, that's weird. He made Blacksmith, and now he's making double Arcane Sanctum. So I don't know if it's going to be early upgrades for Breakers. I don't think so. I think it was the muscle memory, Mr. Rimodimo.
Yeah, it's Pally. It's Pally casters. Damage is gonna be really, really low on SOK. Like, this is the lowest damage you kind of can build in a somewhat conventional game.
Yeah, but healing. Think about healing all of those priests and paladin that are going to leave together the peaceful life. And what do we think about double bestiary? I mean, Archmage is harassing, so it's not going to be level 3 Archmage anytime soon. And yes, I like the double bestiary here, to be honest.
Oh,
no!
Archmage! Oh my goodness. Almost Bucky making a huge mistake here.
Yeah, he was thinking about why he made the blacksmith. He's like, it wasn't the best idea. No, I'm kidding. But you know what? Can MK heal Archmage? I don't think so. But Paladin can greet Archmage with a nice, fresh Holy Light.
And between him and the priest, this AM's gonna be back in the green in no time.
Ooh, Shadow. It's not TC, it's Shadow Hunter. It means tier 3, right? It has to be.
Oh, wow. I was very blind. Yeah, Shadow indeed. Wait, double bestiary
Yeah.
Shadow.
Yeah, that's weird. Like a
This looks like a Razorman strat. Just Mass Ensnare hero kill.
Well, and you know, if you play like I play this strat myself, it's Wyverns. It's how you play versus undead. It's going to be some run-bys. Okay, I think he's going to embrace the lanes, right, Mr. Remo Demo? Like, we talked about this before. If there is no mount yanking, how are you going to catch up into those, you know, units they want to run away from you? Even if there is no brilliance, endurance aura of the Tauren Chieftain, the movement speed aura, still, Wyverns are pretty fast. And man, Paladin versus Wyvern lane doesn't feel that good.
So fight's only one Wyvern. You can't really lame with one. It's nice to have.
Maybe for scouting? Maybe for scouting?
Often we see Wyvern also paired with Shaman. The great thing is you purge the water elementals away, and then there's not much anti-air damage. But we are gonna have... Dude, this build is so interesting. There's a rifle now. This was 2 farm tech into more footies with defend, into blacksmith, into no rifles, into double bestiary, into now rifles. What is this?
I mean, this is a very exotic game, hard to predict, you know. I'm used to, like, you know, standard games maybe, especially if, you know, from Mr. SOK, the Super League player. But now, a lot of weird things are happening, and I kinda like it. And Snare is on the Hex Footman, but Paladin is here. Supply is even. It's 50 supply versus 50 supply. STARBUCK made a big investment. He's going for a great haul. Is SOK going to take the fight? We'll see about that. You know, expansion is not ready yet, so SOK still has time. But yes, the big fight is going to start soon. And we are going to judge, you know, them by results. How good is Shadow Hunter instead of TC? How good is this one Wyvern? We'll see about that.
Yeah, the issue is you don't have aura, and that Hex might also be completely useless, so you only have the Shadow Hunter right now kind of for level 1 heal wave. Looks a bit worrying. By the way, thank you WC3L Happy with the resub. Hope to see you soon at Rara Land indeed. This does not seem like a fight STARBUCK wants to take.
I mean, respect your mother, respect your father, respect militia, as they say in Warcraft 3. So yes, fighting versus militia is not that easy. But yes, when it's going to expire, then maybe Star will take the fight, and if not the fight, why not to go for the human economy? But look at this, SOK sent 1 Water Elemental and 2 footies into the Great Hall.
It's expiring though.
Aish.
It's not enough damage, I don't think. We'll see.
It's a good start, right, to kill the Expo, but yes, Arcane Tower is a little bit overwhelmed. SOK is trying to catch up into the Orc STARBUCK, but yes, it's not that easy. Archmage is stuffing.
Ooh, nice staff. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but is it worth it? Like, look at the human base. The human base is cosplaying a haunted gold mine or something. There's nothing there.
But as far as the TP, AM being here or not being here, I don't think it matters. And he gets the big cancel right there. I think that was a brilliant play. Love it. Even picks up some tomes on the way homes. And gonna join up again with the army. And he kept the TP, you know? It's cool. It's cool. Okay, so I like that.
Now it's going to be a lamer test, okay? By the way, the footies are going to pay the price for the cancellation, but yes, it's a lamer test. So, honorable orc, like, for example, Focus, would take the fight now, you know? Supply is kinda even, he would take the fight. And I think that, you know, after you did like 1 successful run-by to the human base, you know that there is no towers. You know that human is kinda low on lumber, and if it's not even that low, then he lost a lot of workers. So why not to repeat this maneuver, you know? And let's see if STARBUCK going to fight, or is he going to go to the economy. Now the Creepjack is a little bit different, of course, and he's speed scrolling in. Last hit for STARBUCK. That's a nice start of the fight.
Hex on the Pally, Dispel, Holy Light. And that Holy Light is damn strong. Scroll the Beast, popped as well. Just no Dispel in STARBUCK's army. Dude, I remember, you know, when Fast Thunder was all the rage, we used to see him, and many others, play this strat, and he used to rush tier 3 a lot. And already back then, STARBUCK played way less Dispel than most other top orcs. Still, sticking with that to this day. No Purge, no Disenchant. Makes fighting against these casters late game really hard. Oh, look at that wall off by SOK with the farm. He can't hold it, but what a cool idea. Re-walled off. That's buying time for the army to arrive. Again, he doesn't have to TP. Might even be able to hold the tower. Beautiful defense by SOK right now. I guess the tower falls, but the Orc gonna have to TP away again soon.
It's a game of efficiency, and also Paladin can't like spend the mana offensively, right? He can't bolt low HP targets, so it's another reason, ladies and gentlemen, how to fight against Paladin second. And yes, nice defense by SOK, okay, but STARBUCK is not going anywhere. He has a TP, so at some point he will teleport out, but it's the gold advantage is going for STARBUCK.
Yeah, he's giga laming. You know, it's funny. He's always the guy who says no more lames, but out of all the pro players, he might be the most lamey one out of all of them. Him and Infi are the #1 lamers. He's setting up towers. He's got cement upgrade. He doesn't have tier 3 though.
Yeah, he just needs to repeat it, right? Like, human can't be at 2 spots at the same time. I mean, you know, myself, I was in this situation many times, you know, as human player. Like, I have a good early game, good mid game, and then Orc starts laming. And, you know, I don't have this perfect counter, like, prepared myself. You know, you can always try to tower, you know, yourself. You can, like, make 3 towers, 4 towers in your base, full wall off. You can leave, like, Sorks in your base, like 2 of them, to slow down potential raiders. But, you know, if there is no towers, like, look at this. The wolves are in the main base of SOK. He has absolutely no lumber, you know, income. He has 100 lumber. And he will have to sit AFK in his base for a long time while STARBUCK is going to enjoy red camps and expansion on top. So, guys, if we can learn one thing from this, is that attacking the human economy can be pretty good if there is no MK.
If you want to beat a human, lame 'em, lame 'em, lame 'em. They love it. They love losing the peasants. They love having to remake them. They love having no lumber and no towers and always that headache. If you want to torture them, that's the way to do it. Bad red can item
the TC, yeah? This is like with Shadow Hunter. Like, Shadow Hunter is not that great for this type of style, but the fact that there is no MK, like, makes it very good. And, you know, SOK is also not doing that well against it. Now he's making towers, but now maybe a little bit too late.
You know, the play is shifting from STARBUCK. He is focused now on his own base. He's going to have the expo up fairly soon. It's going to take a while, actually. 70 seconds.
More movement speed on human than on orc. That's quite ironic, because human has possession of the ancient Django or whatever. So the TC aura, and orc has no aura. I mean, armor aura, but... Invisible Footman! Look at this, Mr. Rimodimo, at STARBUCK army. That's a nice idea.
It's kind of a classic for SOK to go for. You know, you can pair this also with Backpack to steal items if you want to be really cute. But we don't have Backpack. I guess most of the items are gone anyways.
I mean, you know, we see that how big of an information it is, right? SOK knows where a STARBUCK is, so he's already going back, and he's going to welcome those raiders with slow.
Level 5 was just reached for the fast here. Chain Lightning right away. Hex not in time, or excuse me, perfectly in time to get those 2 kills. But STARBUCK can never stay in the fight too long. He's gonna get owned too hard by slow. Good dispel against the speed scroll, by the way. It's a dead raider.
Well, I see one more base going up for STARBUCK. I see level 5 Farseer, Mr. Rimodimo. It's not going to be a good Friday night for Mr. SOK if Farway is going to play like that. And don't get me wrong, I love it. But sometimes I use this term, there's going to be long and painful death for Mr. SOK. But Mr. SOK, can you do something about it? But STARBUCK is planting base number 3. STARBUCK has invisible wolves.
Yeah.
And STARBUCK is going for another economy run-by.
This is really good. He's scouting the humans' movement. He knows it's a threat heading his expansion's way, but he's got so much reinforcement here. Peon's also ready to repair, and he's just going for the counter attack. Got the chain lightning over here. Oh no, wolves summoned into the main base. Farm wall is holding kind of for now.
Oh yes, but yes, we have Blizzard. I like Blizzard, spell for base racing. But yes, STARBUCK has 3 bases. I'm not kidding. SOK has 1, and yes, maybe this human base will be able to defend at itself. That would be pretty cool. Can we do it with 3 towers? If SOK can remove entire STARBUCK expansion and then teleport back, then I would say we have hope. And yes, maybe the lag of TC does an issue. This base is holding.
He's also quite a bit of pillage money for STARBUCK. He's got the 3 raiders here to benefit from it. But the mana's all gone. The peasants are still doing fairly well. More and more peasants being made. Repair is there. The farm wall really helped a lot. And I think this expo is being taken out. But as you mentioned earlier, there's more bases for Bucky.
Even though it kind of looks bad for human, it looks like still playable, right? His base is still alive, his towers are alive, another guard tower may finish. He's stopping back his Archmage to help with Blizzard. You shall no pass, screams the Gandalf, I guess, but he got ensnared immediately. I haven't seen this scene in the Lord of the Rings.
3 guard towers here as well. Time for the raiders to back off. Level 5 Archmage, that's a very strong Blizzard. And the rest of the army still on the map.
And there was a strong defense by the Archmage, but the problem is that TP is on the Archmage, right? So this Paladin is like, can't go back home that quickly. STARBUCK needs to heal with the power of the heal scroll. And yes, his base in the north is operational. And he's making another one on the bottom left, by the way. What is this game? Mamma mia, what we can do now?
Yeah, I think STARBUCK is doing it well. He's spreading the human thin, making it really hard to attack and defend at the same time. And that pillage money, ooh, that pillage money is beautiful. And the heal scroll as well. Money, 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 money.
Oh yes, how much time SOK has. He would love to kill the expansion, but he sees that he can't. There is TP on STARBUCK. Is he going to overcommit? Maybe we'll see about that. It is a full TP. There is Blizzard. There is slow. You slow down the raiders. They'll deal less damage per second. Dispel on the wolves. That's very important. And STARBUCK has to teleport out. SOK survives.
Ooh. Oh my god, that was so close. He had no more lumber for the repair. Oh, if STARBUCK knew that there was no lumber, he should have stuck around a little bit longer. He could have killed this. There was no repair anymore. A couple more attacks on the raiders would have done it. Oh, is that going to come back to bite him? We'll see.
Well, we know one thing, that STARBUCK is going to come back, that's the thing that is common between serial killers and orc gamers. They always come back to the crime scene, apparently, and yes, I think that's exactly what STARBUCK is going to do. And yes, he's mining from 2 bases, it's from 3 bases actually, and yes, he has the momentum, he has the supply lead, he has so many bases, and okay, look at this. SOK is relying on some rifles and some casters, and he's repairing quite fast. Man, Tower and Chieftain with Shockwave will just obliterate this. Maybe we're going to see in the next game. Can SOK survive with just units, without heroes?
Again, more pillage money streaming in. Of course, we have a bunch of peasants here repairing. Some of them getting ensnared. In come the staffs. Double staffs. And the expo still standing. We got a footy down here scouting. The one base that SOK doesn't know about is the bottom left. So this one is nicely paying off.
STARBUCK is so rich. He's even going for tier 3. Going for second attack upgrade on his raiders. And yes, I mean, that's a nice idea what SOK is doing, right? So, get very mobile heroes and stuff them back with stuff of teleportation. But at some point, there'll be just too many orc bases. That's the problem.
But he's got in the main base, sees the tier 3 as well. We get the second attack upgrade now, finishing for the raiders. Even more dangerous for the buildings in the main base. SOK seems to be getting choked out here. We might be close to a checkmate position. We're looking at a 4 base orc soon-ish. And SOK has not much time left. How much time do we have? How much time does he have? Oh, actually, there's a bunch of... Okay, it's got 4 minutes of mining in the main base. But after those 4 minutes, he's gonna be dry.
Invisible Archmage was detected by dust, and Archmage had to TP back immediately. And what's the best chance for SOK to take the fight? Maybe But yes, he's splitting again, and he'll have to invest into another Scroll of Town portal, and STARBUCK has like amazing raiders with some nice upgrades. Actually, he doesn't have that much lumber, sadly. He's going to add a Taurens on top later. There is a Tauren totem, I guess. And yes, he has everything, and SOK has nothing.
We don't have a shredder on this map, so STARBUCK can't afford all those juicy tier 3 upgrades, but the raiders...
Casters.
Oh, and snare lock with the mass raiders. That could be 3 or 4 easy kills right there.
Yeah, we need to remember that STARBUCK doesn't have to fight here. He has TP, so he can stay as long as he feels is comfortable. Even though Paladin can heal, there is a lot of low HP targets that can die quickly, so... And Hex is here on top of that, and this Paladin is dying, and I think STARBUCK showed the world how do you deal with Paladin second. You just take every single expo on the map, and that's how you deal with this immobile hero that can't bolt. Level 5 Paladin, that's pretty ironic. You may say, Sol, what they are talking about? Human is clearly winning the fight. Yeah, that's why Paladin is good for fighting, but he's not good for a corner like this, laming style. And yes, STARBUCK is mining from so many targets. He's going for tier 3. He has second tower and totem on the way. He's upgrading his pulverized damage. He has everything.
Yes, more lames is the message from STARBUCK this game, unlike what he tends to say in the chat. And it's a whole bunch of raiders. Still benefiting from those strong attack upgrades. Could again hit the main base. I guess he will in a moment.
We have a beautiful magic sentry upgrade. So human towers, they provide vision now, and arcane tower, they have a reveal ability that can scout from the Goblin Laboratory. But yes, imagine if at some point STARBUCK is going to have enough bases to actually scout every single one. We'll see about that. I mean, he has still bank, he's still pushing into the human base. We have Masonry level 1, not level 2. Nice wall-off with the lumber mill. There is no expansion. Okay, that's actually... I see some hope now, but that's the moment. Like, how good SOK defense is going to be, how expensive it's going to be. STARBUCK basically has one mining base now, but SOK is reduced to 600 gold, right? So 1 minute of mining for him.
Yeah, all of a sudden, this might not look unwinnable anymore. I feel like STARBUCK needs to expand again, doesn't he? He's got the gold for it. Maybe it's time for a tiny. I guess it is. Shadowhunter running back home, getting ready for the big pickup. And a little bit more pillage money. I would love it if we could see somewhere how much pillage money somebody made, but... can't.
I know that if you attack a farm with Grunt, is around 1 gold per attack. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, the workers are slowly dying, and the feeding starts your experience. So as soon level 6 Farseer can happen, but is that important? I don't know. I do know that expansion of STARBUCK on the bottom left is dead. And as you mentioned, Shadowhunter is bringing a tiny Great Hall, but that was expensive. Archmage is stuffing back home, and Blizzard is here. So yes, SOK is not going to get a gold soon, but he needs to make sure that his base will survive, to not just get eliminated by killing all of the buildings. And man, this game is getting colors. STARBUCK has one mining base without towers, and if SOK actually doing this, like, I admit, I thought it's going to be much easier for STARBUCK, but it wasn't. He's still waiting for his Taurens, right?
Yeah, it was really good defense by SOK. He didn't get just cornered in. He defended well, but also was able to launch those crucial attacks, took out the expansions, a number of them. It was 3 or 4 expos he was able to take out, so respect. Respect to SOK as well.
And the Taurens, like he made double Tauren totem, but there is no Taurens in the fight now, and STARBUCK will have to TP, and he's teleporting now, and SOK will go to the top right corner. He's constantly scouting with the Rifleman. And is he going to expand now? That's crazy. He's going to expand now. The SOK is like, I want expansion as well. I remember now how to deal with the lames, STARBUCK, so you're not going to do much against it. Rifleman is going to start the north base now. And you know, if you just have one rifleman in the worker line, at some point they'll deal enough damage. But look at this. SOK has this detective instinct. He spotted STARBUCK army, and hero killing Archmage is not going to happen when you have Paladin level 5.
We have Master, Walkers, and Taurens in theory. AM's gonna be level 6 soon, though. Level 6 is probably gonna be the game winner. If you can't win it earlier. Damn, what a sick comeback by SOK. Man.
I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, I would love to see what STARBUCK would have to say. Like, maybe he should, like, lame harder, you know, not go tier 3, not go for Taurens, because Taurens are a little bit overwhelming. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. Okay, I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts one time. Oh, but look at this, Spirit Walker got surrounded, and the casters are doing the rest in the middle of the map. I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts one day, and I saw a Polish streamer, not Warcraft related, short, and it was a lady, and she was talking about that she bought herself a special like a cream, you know, like for like this beauty care, and the name of this cream was Lamer. It's like a French brand, very expensive apparently. So if Mr. SOK is going to win this, he needs to send you know a package like that to STARBUCK, I guess.
Yeah, I think STARBUCK has a bunch of those at home already. Pretty sure if there's one guy who has that skincare routine down, it should be him. AM now so close to the level up. Oh, he got it! Actually got it. AM level 6. We got the mass teleport, baby. Man, I haven't seen that in a long time.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, you see it in the Human Mirror sometimes, you know, in just like epic 25-minute long games when both Archmages are on level 6. But yes, I do agree. Not that easy. And let's see what SOK is going to do with it. He knows about the expansion on the top right. He's going to attack it. And the cooldown of a mass teleport is short. So he's based in his own expansion is going to survive. And man, I feel stupid now. I thought that STARBUCK has it for such a long time. And you know what SOK did? He had amazing like damage control, even though his base was like, I don't know, 100, 200 HP from dying. As you mentioned, this position when he had no lumber to repair. But STARBUCK didn't know that, and he teleported out before killing the human keep. Man, this game was so close many times, but now SOK is stabilizing, and he's like, okay, well, how are you going to outmaneuver me now if I can literally teleport on the map?
Yeah, STARBUCK can basically only build one more big army, or this is the last one he's gonna have. Did he scout the expo in the north, by the way? I'm not sure about that.
Maybe he would assume, like myself, I would, that you can't expand versus this, but SOK says, yes, I can, and now with a mass teleport, you'll be able to keep it. But look at the supply, Mr. Remodimo. 70 supply on the order. 70.
Okay.
With Spirit Walkers. Spirit Walkers with Master ability. SOK still can lose it, of course. He has a TP. He's stuffing back.
Can't cancel it. Beautiful TP there on the Archmage. Beautiful positioning.
And he's mining. He's mining. He saw the Taurens, you know. So what is the best unit composition versus it? Of course, Gryphons, but... Mamma mia. Okay, he needs to realize that STARBUCK is going to fight, right? STARBUCK, I think, is not going to expand, but I was wrong so many times, so we'll see about that. But yes, STARBUCK has a fighting army, and I think he would like to take the fight now. Let's see.
By the way, Wolves could have interrupted mining up there so easy if only STARBUCK knew, but he never knew, and now there's towers up there. It's not going to be doable for much longer. Man, SOK, what a... This is, I think, one of the most satisfying wins you can ever have. You're getting lamed all day, you're close to dying, you only have one base, it's so annoying, he's never fighting you. But then, sometimes, you turn it around. That seems to be what SOK is doing right here.
It's still very close, and remember, there's going to be a fight of resurrections. Paladin is very close to level 6, but also Spirit Walkers, that on Master ability, they can resurrect as well. So, guys, this is an epic game. Game number 3 of YangFeng Invitational. Shout out to Mr. YangFeng, of course. And man, who is going to resurrect better? Remember, STARBUCK has supply lead. Pretty big one, actually. SOK is mining. SOK needs to produce. Maybe he even needs to teleport out from here because STARBUCK is fighting so well.
Oh, that is really good here for the Archmage, but it's only level 2. Holy, level 3 Aura, actually. Chain Lightning looking for more kills. SOK would love to have a heal scroll right here. Kiting backwards. Of course, the Taurens don't really... Oh, Hex against the Mass TP. Hold on. We get a real TP as well, though, on the AM. He's going to use that now. Get back to the main base. Recover. And maybe make some more army, finally.
Yeah, but rifles are dying, you know, and STARBUCK is trading very efficiently, and that's what he needs, of course, if he has no income. Literally, STARBUCK is not mining. He has 222 gold. Maybe he can consider selling some items, but I think he's just going to heal to full, and he will try to take the fight. But as you mentioned, maybe he doesn't know about the human expansion, and, you know, if he's going to push into human expansion, he'll have to fight in the human towers, and there will be Paladin level 6 in this game, that's for sure. But yes, producing breakers versus towers just feels bad, man.
Yeah, the Torrents have been doing really well here. I'm sure if, say, Warcraft was watching this, he would wish that more attack upgrades would equal more damage on Pulverize. Don't know if you saw that suggestion that he made a while ago. But that doesn't help.
Yeah, that's why sometimes if you like rush towers in Orc Mirror, you can see like armor upgrade, right? Instead of attack upgrade first. But it's here, Mr. STARBUCK invested into those melee upgrades anyway. To make his raiders better. 50 supply for human, 63 supply for STARBUCK. Human is awaiting for the mighty breakers, and let's go.
Before we get into the fight, look at that. This is the longest long-distance mining we've ever seen. Across half the map. But now, in the real fight, get high-level heroes. Pally 6 would be amazing, but right now, nothing's dying just yet.
Okay, Blizzard is here. And again, eyes on the Paladin. He has full mana. He will be resurrecting. STARBUCK can't do anything about the human resurrection, of course, as well.
Ooh,
and the fight is here. I think STARBUCK, I don't know what he should do. This is so close. I love it.
It seems like SOK is pulling ahead here now. The mass slow and also the free mana regen. So amazing for him. Plus, of course, the expansion that is mining. The supply gap has now closed. First time in a long time. It does look like STARBUCK is bleeding out here slowly.
Well, Human is pulling back to his base. This base survived so long, and now maybe the game is going to finish here, but Spirit Walkers are full of mana. Spirit Walkers are going to start resurrecting towers, but you know what? Paladin is ready to resurrect as well, and STARBUCK has hard decision to do.
Oh shit!
Should he fight here? Look at this. This is 3,300 or 9, almost 4k HP that STARBUCK resurrected, but man, this Blizzard is so good, and Archmage is not going to die easily because the Paladin is here. 400 HP, Holy Light is enough. Oh, the Hex! The Hex!
Oh shit! He got the kill right there. Holy Light was on cooldown for just a moment. You cannot resurrect the Archmage, unfortunately, at least not with the Pally ult. He's gonna have to get to the middle of the map. Wait, can STARBUCK take out the expansion now? He does have Earthquake.
It's amazing versus towers, you know. The damage versus main is not that big, but with those towers, the Expo is dead. This is going to be so close.
Dude. Expo falling. He has to sell some items now. Everyone's broke.
There is nothing. There is nothing. And can SOK afford the yes, he cancelled something. 738 gold. I don't remember how much gold you pay for a level 6 hero, but it was enough. 700 something. Perfect.
Level 6 shadow. You did go big bad voodoo, by the way.
Well, there is no bolt, right? So, and look at this. STARBUCK is healing his Tauren by killing it. STARBUCK has no TP.
This is a crazy game.
Yeah, this is the craziest game so far, man. Mr. YangFeng is bringing the best show matches. Mamma mia. Okay, so we know that Human can maneuver on the map, right? There is ultimate of Archmage, so STARBUCK, that's why he's not going for a base race, maybe. I don't even know. Like, Human can just go back, right?
He's got 2 raiders as well for a little bit of pillage money. Supply lead still on STARBUCK. Dude, he's got an Earthquake as well, by the way. It's ready pretty soon. It's ready now. Earthquake, baby. Come on all the towers.
Oh, no. Yeah, where's
oh,
Mr.
shit.
Yeah, those towers are going to die. We are in the full base race mode. So
oh,
your base is
my
literally
goodness.
being Earthquake.
Towers all gone. SOK, you need to go home, SOK, buddy. You need to go home, buddy.
Okay, he got a Tauren, so he's surrounded Tauren with his castle. Why he's killing burrows? Maybe he thinks that STARBUCK is trying to expand.
Dude, obviously you're not winning this base race. Mass TP, man. What you doing? Okay, here we go. Finally. Okay, now what? Big bad voodoo. Come on. Come on.
Is it even that good? We'll see about that. And
the big bad voodoo. With Torrens. Oh my god. Look at the glory! Soul Apeman, look at that glory!
I can see it, and man, those towers, they need to come back to the Shadow Hunter because one of them is not in the Big Bang Voodoo. How long is this duration? It's the longest Big Bad Voodoo that I have seen.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Paladin's in trouble. Paladin can die here. The Big Bang Voodoo full duration.
Oh.
I never seen something like that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
STARBUCK is a good gamer. And yes, we are repositioning.
He needs to res. Where's the res? Oh, there's the res! Oh shit, dude. What is this endgame? Holy shit, the most ults ever.
Yeah, this is what the YouTube short people love. The fight of the ultimates is not a silly beat-it game. This is the real show match when the ultimates can literally decide the game. Both ultimates keep the game so close. SOK has supplied. His resurrection was a little bit more efficient. There is no more mana on the orc heroes, but there is mana on the spirit walker. So you know, killing Taurens is not that good. I see slow down peons. That's crazy.
And that resurrection was insane though, dude. He lost all those units and then boom, they just come back. Beautiful blizzard here towards the end. Nobody's mining, but SOK is pulling it out. What a crazy game this was. My goodness. Out of mana juice. STARBUCK can't do too much more. Can't rest too much more. I think we got it.
The emotions. The emotions. Mamma mia. Like, people usually skip Big Bad Voodoo. If there is a tier list of ultimates, Big Bad Voodoo is very low on this tier list, you know, for many reasons. And in this game, that was the perfect Big Bad Voodoo. And look what this Shadow Hunter got. Surrounded by the breakers. Wow. It's called. What a game. This game is going to be remembered forever. Shout out for YangFeng for organizing such a beautiful tournament. Are we expanding, Mr. SOK? It didn't go that well in map number 1. The last hit. The last hit.
That would have been really bad. Hey. If you lose that last hit, the game's basically over. Needs another one for level 2, though. Playing around it really well.
SOK is still producing. That looks like expansion a little bit, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he's just making sure that he have enough lumber. But yes, it's not going to be a fast tech game. It's not going to be something weird. It's going to be a lot of footies, and who knows, maybe expansion on top. Where is SOK going? He got level 2. He sees Headhunter. STARBUCK knows exactly where SOK is. It looks like it's not going to be expansion, but who knows? Until we see the tag, we can't really tell. I see a lot of footies, Mr. Rimodimo. But if human is investing that much into the footies early on, he needs to do something with them, right? Either go for the burrows or protect the expansion. So far, focus is just running with them.
Yeah, STARBUCK, by the way, scouting really well. If the headhunters here hadn't been in the center, then the AM could have crept 1 green camp, maybe even 2, as the Farseer was hunting after those peasant kills. So, crucial scouting right there done by the headhunters, and it was indeed quite a few peasant kills in the early game. He got 3 of them, and I would say this game is looking very good right now for Buggy.
Yeah, but human needs to do something, right, with the footies. And yes, that's the Makura, the camp that SOK is creeping right now. His plan is probably simple: get level 3, get defense online, and then go into the burrows. But knowing STARBUCK, yes, he's working on spiked barricades already. STARBUCK will be ready, like he's doing quite well in this regard. And you know what? Look at the SOK items. +8 armor. It reminds me... what do you think Todd reaction would be to this Archmage inventory?
Merde! Sacre bleu.
Something like that. Something like that. And SOK didn't actually sell the ring +5. Maybe he's saving for the second hero, so... I don't know. We'll see about that. STARBUCK is still scouting. He knows where the footies are.
Yeah, these items, by the way, are definitely not for a Fire Lord. I've seen SOK sometimes, and I think he does this more than any other pro player. He seems to tailor his heroes around the item he gets. When I see him, for example, go get double slippers in the early game, he will really, really often go for a Fire Lord. I think he's starting to make, you know, the adjustments depending on what items he gets. And yeah, with this, these rings don't do nothing for a Fire Lord.
Okay, I totally agree with you that it's perfect when it's competition in the second hero spot and we can make decisions based on the items, but shout out for STARBUCK for leaving his headhunters in the north, so he's you know, not allowing a SOK to get level 3 easily with militia creeping. And yes, those water elementals are not that dangerous, but yes, STARBUCK doesn't have his army with him, so you know, his double-edged sword shop is ready. It's actually going to be get killed. Maybe STARBUCK will like to buy something before it goes down. Not really. And yes, is this enough? What SOK is doing? I don't know. SOK is even need to be careful with his like red HP footies because headhunters are still there. And man, that was such a high level play by STARBUCK to decide to leave 4 headhunters, you know, in this position, and they're getting kills. Remodim on the top right. 1 headhunter went down. Perfect micro by STARBUCK. I love it.
Yeah, this was outstanding multitasking here. Interrupting the peasant creep, that stops level 3 AM, that halts all the serious aggression. And since there's no real danger from the level 2 only AM, the headhunters weren't even really missed in the main base. Shop went down, but whatever.
Town is under siege.
Okay, it's Paladin second. Are we going to see the lames again? It's too early to tell, but this time it's no Shadow Hunter for the Orc. Is the mighty Tauren Chief, and Archmage is still looking for some cancellation, but it's not going to happen. Like, SOK is falling apart a little bit in this mid game.
Yeah, really good start so far for STARBUCK. That's what we want to see for a map 5 decider. Last map would be technically SOK's pick then. And the AM man. He's not having a good game. Not at all. Still stuck on level 2. And there's going to be Shaman ready against him quite soon.
I mean, it's Rifle Caster, right? Rifle Caster is always dangerous if you can get into 50 supply. And speaking of supply, supply is still even. But, you know, Orc is already active on the map. Orc is creeping. There is no healing for the Orc just yet, right? The shop was killed, so there is no healing solves. And yes, in Warcraft 3, Creepjacks can change a lot. And can SOK Creepjack here. He really needs to do something. And not letting STARBUCK creep is pretty good. No ensnare on Headhunters, 1 ensnare on the Rifleman. But it doesn't look like it's going to be deadly.
Thank you, XCOM, for the resub, by the way. Big camp right here. Ambitious attempt by STARBUCK. Gets a level 3. We got a level 2 Wolves. Very good early on tier 2 before there's Dispel. And there might not be still for a little while.
Okay, so far, STARBUCK is sending his Tauren Chieftain home. I mean, home, you know, to creep. Maybe then home to heal. And yes, he left Farseer. And yes, without the Mountain King, Farseer can feel quite comfortable here. There is no bolts around available. Is there enough mana for Chain Lightning? I don't think so. STARBUCK wants to steal the item. Yes, he has to run away. And the fight for the last hit is still open.
Yeah, and that's the thing when there's no MK Stormbolt. You can always do this nonsense. Didn't get the last hit. Slightly mistimed. But still kept the human busy here for a long time. TC, in the meantime, he is finishing 2 creep camps for level 3. Way ahead of the Pally.
Yeah, and having TC level 3, you know, it opens you a possibility of going for the economy / laming, right, with the power of the Shockwave. So STARBUCK is still deciding, and he knows his answer. He's going for the Shockwave, but not to lame, just to Creepjack. And yes, look at those footies, guys. They're going to melt quite soon. Oh, it's going to be such a good heal scroll. Farce is on low HP. TC is on low HP. There's going to be value. And man, how do you feel when you have Paladin level 1 versus TC level 3? You feel very bad.
STARBUCK, I guess, also feeling a bit afraid, though. He knows militia are coming. He's still pretty hurt on his army. We'd love to have a second heal scroll here, but that's not the case. Shockwave comes in. Not that much damage, really. Tally still a bunch of Holy Light left over. And considering the level lead, this is looking good still for the human. Pally in trouble, TP out. And STARBUCK forces the opponent away.
2 grand, that's 6 supply. And supply favors human, but again, the hero levels, right? The hero levels are amazing. STARBUCK is expanding as we speak. And Mr. Rimodimo, I have one question. Are we going to see Zeppelin laming? And the answer is here. I think so. STARBUCK has this emote, like Captain Bucky, so... Are we going to see some flybys? We'll see about that.
Yeah, the Zeppelin is not with the army, though. STARBUCK is continuing to creep, looking for double level 4s, maybe. It's just a teaser, Zeppelin.
I mean, depends. Like, imagine if SOK would teleport now, you know? Think the Zeppelin. Yes, Zeppelin is empty. I thought that we are going to go for the lames, but not really. You know, expansion of STARBUCK is going down. You know, it's getting cancelled. Maybe he's afraid. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to attack now because his TC has like not that much mana. But it's interesting, and it gives enough time for the human to go for the workshop. It's one base on even supply, but yes, the hero levels are much better on STARBUCK. Zeppelin is here though.
Players' forces are under attack.
Close to the main base. Militia support is going to be really strong here as well. TC level 4 looking powerful. We got a lightning shield in the middle of the human army. There is not too many priests for the dispel, by the way, so this lightning shield is doing more damage than it should, ideally. Asafasia also dropping low, has to TP. That's kind of a weird fight right here.
Yeah, the fight was weird, and I have a deja vu from the game on Turtle Rock. Like, you know, kind of bad situation for SOK, and suddenly, with his micro, with his like solid decisions, is he coming back? It's definitely too early to tell. But yes, the flying machine / gyrocopter is in training, so Zeppelin needs to fly away. And yes, there's expansion for the orb ongoing. And SOK is going to scout it pretty soon. But again, this paladin is still on level 2. Of course, very close to level 3, but still not that great.
Bucky's trying to solo creep the TC here, get him to level 5. I've seen many of these kinds of games from Lin and Focus, and I feel like they really get lots of success in the late game when they hit the TC and Farseer both on high levels. 4-4 at a decent time, 5-5 at a good time, and then the chain wave combo. That's really the really dangerous thing for the casters. I think only creeping TC here is not quite optimal, I gotta say.
I mean, STARBUCK is going for the economy attack, right? We know that he is with the Zeppelin, he has his TC, with the Aura he's moving very quickly, there's only one Arcane Tower, Human will have to teleport back immediately, but you know what? He has the item. Ankh is on the ground, he forgot the Ankh! There is Ankh on the ground. Do you see this, Remo Demo?
It's a treasure. One man's treasure, another man's trash, I guess. I'm going to take out the expansion here, going for the tower first. So how much time do you think you have, sir?
Yeah, there's a Tower and Chieftain in this game, not the Shadow Hunter that is going to, like, what, hex the peasant. Now is we have serious shockwaves. TP is here, expansion got cancelled, it's a one base. But ladies and gentlemen, after what we have seen on Turtle Rock, I give SOK a lot of, like, you know, I trust him, you know? I trust him, Mr. SOK. Maybe it was late, maybe not. The guy that survived the laming on Turtle Rock deserves all of the credit, but how many workers he has? I see 3 workers, that's about it.
Yeah, that's not great. It was the towers in the end that stabilized the main base. Needs more workers, needs a lumber mill, needs more towers. I love the gyro now for scouting. This is so good to tell him where the expansions are coming. Could also tell him where the army's moving, actually.
Yeah. Yes, like invisible footman, basically, from the Turtle Rock game.
Oh, it's there! Yoink. Small mistake.
It's 100 gold. It's expensive. You know, if you, like, sort all of the human units and you, like, list them by gold per supply, you know, so, like, knight is costly but has 4 supply, you know, so it's... if you divide by supply the gold cost, gyrocopter is the most costly unit. 100 gold per 1 supply. It's like, imagine knight for 400 gold. Nobody would play knights like that. But yes, do you think SOK knows that he has no red items? Like, where is this big consumable? Like, where is it? Somebody stole it from me.
Yeah, would have been some good safety on the AM to keep him alive. We saw in the previous map he got a bit squirrely when he died.
Okay, Org is creeping.
He picks up the
creep jack, but without MK. So Org can just say bye, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, bye-bye. Got the aura as well. TC is about to hit level 5, by the way. Looks like the Great Hall is getting cancelled again. But now STARBUCK could just head north and hit the human base once more.
I mean, maybe he can fight, actually. It's level 5 TC with mana. Let's see what's going to happen. Kodob is exposed. Speed scroll.
Oh, the piggy! The piggy blocked the Kodo. Jesus. Probably he's just jealous of not being as big as the Kodo. Murderous. Piggy right there. Gonna be roasted later. This expansion is going down. How much can the TC level 5 do?
Okay, definitely a lot, but it's how many breakers? We have 0 versus level 5 TC unit breakers. But yes, the shockwave connected pretty well. Is there enough for dispel? SOK needs to. This one priest is a hero, and this priest dispels so much, including roar as well. STARBUCK didn't kill all of the priests. Blizzard on the Archmage, that's crazy. This is a very big fight, but look at the supply of SOK. He has supply lead. He's looking good.
If only there was a bit more mana, now the potion is passed. Triple kill with that shockwave. Fassi on 4, got a heal scroll still. There's another chain lightning. Mana's running out, but also pretty much all the casters are gone for SOK. It's a bloody exchange right here.
Yeah, there's no paladin level 6 to summon those casters. I mean, to resurrect those dead units. Casters included, of course. I mean, STARBUCK on the top right, there's no expansion, flying machines informing SOK about this. SOK knows this is a pretty good situation, that's why he's going back. He doesn't want to fight. And look at this, STARBUCK is going for a Witch Doctor in order to have vision, sentry wards on the map. But yeah, flying machine provides vision as well and can, check the sentry wards. But yes, interesting game, high hero levels for the Orc, and I would like to see SOK transitioning into breakers, right, Mr. Remo Demon? That's the usual transition.
Yeah, I guess you want to make sure you have a healthy amount of casters first. Get some priests, get some sorks, and then breakers. I guess that's normally the thing, the way we see it being played. By the way, look at the pally. Is this the highest armor you ever saw on the paladin? 21.5.
I probably have like 2,000 Pala Rifle games on my account, so probably not, but it's there in the top 10 probably. By the way, what is funny that this item is still on the ground, I think, on the top right. We can't see it now because there is Fog of War, but nobody has Ankh of Reincarnation. Maybe Warcraft 3 archaeologists are going to dig this up, this item one day.
In the far future, when the apes are taking over the world.
And Makruras
Paul is going to be their leader.
Well, there's going to be Soul Ape Man statue there. By the way, STARBUCK is going to the north. Maybe if he find this item, like imagine, I would like to see his reaction, his streaming. He will see it. There is an item, guys. It is in the north. It's like, what?
Yoink. Got one for free.
STARBUCK, the archaeologist, ladies and gentlemen.
Excavating. So like this is Egypt or something.
Yeah, he will have. He sold it. He's like, thank you for your donation, SOK. I thought he's going to have double reincarnation, but you know, without MK, this TC is not going to die easily, I guess. And versus Blizzard, you need heal scrolls. Nice investment, Mr. STARBUCK. Okay, can human go tier 3 now? That would be my question. I would actually consider it. You know, Inner Fire, third hero, staff, orb.
Yeah, MK would be super good here, but he wants to be cost efficient right now. Stay at 50. Make sure the Orc doesn't get the expo up. Is the gyro still there, by the way? Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, there's a fresh one. I think. And yes, the gyrocopter confirms, guys. Human, the Orc is around, so human army is going back. Archmage is on level 5. Do I see it correctly? Do you see like there is both Blizzard and Water Elementals on the Archmage? Pretty weird build. Paladin!
It's like the Chimiko special build. Chimiko used to
1 second. Look at the Paladin.
Nice shockwave. Yo, that hit perfect. Pally coming out from the Zeppelin, denied by the Blizzard. Rifles, what the hell are you doing, boys?
This is so bad!
Yeah, he's committed already. Damage seems to be dropping here for SOK with the rifles falling. Waiting for the next shockwave! AM almost dies!
Heal scroll used by human, but you know, Orc has still 2 more heal scrolls. The start of the fight was atrocious. Yes, that's a strong word, but that's what Mr. SOK did. He was completely out of position, and STARBUCK just went go. Is there enough for ensnare for the Archmage? The Blizzard damage is grande. Farseer is on level 5 as well. Paladin is trying to Holy Light everything. Militia is here. Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain has no mana, but he's dealing a lot of damage with his right clicks. There are big wolves here. Nobody has mana now besides Archmage, basically. Another Blizzard, and man, SOK is kinda surviving this fight, but it was so costly for him. The fight started with even supply, and now STARBUCK is a clear favorite. And if this Paladin goes down, that's GG.
Dude, he only had 3 rifles left over. STARBUCK was almost able to break him, but SOK barely surviving. But yeah, with the Expo finishing up, it seems like STARBUCK now has the big lead. He got those double level 5s finally. I feel like Chain Lightning 3 might be the better call, but whatever. Wolves are also nice. And I think we're getting to a 5th map.
Aye. You know, like Mr. SOK went for the mortar team, and it feels a little bit like, you know, you have a good job, you know, in a real life job. You make like big investment, you know, like you take a loan to buy a fancy car, and then you get fired immediately after. And that feels like it with this mortar team. I don't think Mr. SOK can keep this mortar team alive. And he is behind in supply, but we'll see about that. Let's go.
Why the mortar team as well? Like against raiders? Against
yeah,
heroes?
you have no versus towers, I guess, to base race a little bit faster, but you know, this mortar team is... I don't think it's going to stay alive. We'll see about that. How is the mana? Shockwave was very good. Is there any heal scroll on the human? No, there is not. And there is no breakers, man. It means Chain Lightning, Shockwave can connect. There is mana, potion, Chain Lightning, everything. Paladin has another invul. Paladin survives. Level 5 Paladin. Who cares about level 5 Paladin? We do care about level 5 Archmage, but not level 5 Paladin, of course. Mr. STARBUCK has a nice fight. He's ahead in supply. He's ahead in amount of bases. He's ahead in experience. This is level 6 TC. And man, we are close into catastrophic amount of damage that STARBUCK is dealing. And Mr. SOK needs to go back. The mortar team survived? I don't know. I don't know.
One call was wrong. Solepan, very good.
I mean, I have all of the bad calls, but man, this mortar team would be good, you know, with the supply advantage. I like it, but with supply disadvantage, it's like a luxury unit, you know, the finisher.
Yeah. This is Dream TC game, by the way, and I've seen this many times before. When there's no MK in the game, the TC, if he gets to high levels, man, does he have a lot of fun. 20,000 damage on this TC. My goodness.
Well, we'll grow. There is gold.
Boom! Another big shockwave. We had lots of great shockwaves this game. Now it's out of mana, but the supply lead is immense.
Paladin still has invul, but again, the damage output of the human army is quite small. Yes, we have beautiful blizzards that actually is dealing a lot of damage, but now there is just 2 mana units. And guys, we are going to the decider. Is Mr. YangFeng special, basically. The first show match was exactly the same, but we'll see about that. Definitely, that's a playable map for the org these days. In the past, orgs were like, you know, hating on this map a lot, and even, you know, the methods to play Blade Master, literally.
Yeah, that was cool actually. Seeing Blade cool. Only here. You see, having Shadow Priest is good. I'm fine with having a weak Dispel, make it 150 Dispel, whatever, but I think he should be available early.
There's still time before the new patch, I think. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, no more footies. I mean, the big amount of footies. We see that human is taking quite quickly. STARBUCK has 0 experience, but that's okay. SOK grabbed the first cap, and he got rewarded with another ring +3, which he doesn't like that much. Maybe Paladin will get some crazy armor later, but for Archmage, we don't care that much. And yes, can we deny the Water Elemental? That's the biggest question I have at this stage of the game.
Not quite. A little bit of XP here for the Farseer, and if it's level 1 versus level 1, the Farseer is always really happy about that. Does very well on low levels. Sometimes struggles a bit on higher levels, but actually throughout much of the series also was doing well on high levels, throwing in some good damage, although the TC seemed to be the showrunner. He did especially tremendous on the last map. Uncomfortable start so far for SOK, right? He's just forced to turtle back at home, waiting for the tower to finish. No level 2 here anywhere in sight.
I mean, it's like, you know, it's like there's like a bad weather outside. You don't know that you need to sit inside for some time, and maybe then the shine will be shining, you know? Maybe there'll be even a rainbow outside. Who knows? But yes, he needs to be passive. He needs to be in his base until the Arcane Tower is up. Now the Arcane Tower is up, and the hide-and-seek game will start. because Archmage would love to creep a small green camp now. But maybe STARBUCK is going to be like, okay, creep a green camp, I'm going to force a lot of militia. Let's see.
Oh, interesting
Arcane Tower is
moment
good.
now. Militia fighting against the headhunters. You want to make sure to multitask well here. Almost headhunter getting stuck in the main base. That would have been level 2 AM. He's getting close, but as long as he's not there, this is all favoring the orc.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, Archmage. The longer Archmage is on level 1, first thing first, you know, it just feels bad, okay? Like Archmage, like for how long you see Archmage on level 1? Like name a hero that gets level 2 almost immediately, and that's the Archmage, right? But not in this matchup, not if STARBUCK is pressuring hard. Archmage can be on level 1 actually. And those headhunters, again, good micro by Bucky. Look at this, he got a footman. Archmage is to run back. There's one rifleman. Oh, if this rifleman goes down, he's blocked.
Oh, the rifle! There's no pally to protect him. Oh no!
This is so big. Like losing a unit like that at the minute number 5? It's the Remo Demon, that's bad. That's really bad. And STARBUCK is his element. I love it.
Yeah, SOK is returning to old school standard with an MK second. No Firelord, no pally, no new school nonsense. Here, MK it is to get the cold out of the fire on the last map. But this is a terrible spot. This is a terrible spot. AM is still not level 2. Mr. Ape, it's 6 minutes in the game.
I do agree with you, and you know, in boxing, sometimes they okay, the bolts around, the pig block, block STARBUCK. STARBUCK is like, oh, the pig. How dare you? Is it worth it to lose the Farseer? He can TP if he wants to. He could TP, but he's like, he's level 1 hero. Maybe he wanted to deny himself to the creeps, but again, this pig, man, it actually surrounded STARBUCK. You've seen this, right? Mamma mia. It was again like on Hammerfall, it also was trying to block a TC, so I don't know, maybe Mr. STARBUCK is eating too much pork recently, but...
And the revenge of the swine, you gotta be careful about that. STARBUCK is going tier 3, by the way. This is also old school from him. Like I said earlier, in the Fastia Headhunter heyday, he used to play triple hero tier 3 rush a lot. And sometimes that is not really doable because you're gonna get overrun by a rifle push around 50 supply or maybe even earlier. But with such a strong early game, I think he absolutely can get away with this.
I mean, that's interesting that usually I remember it with Shadow Hunter as a second hero to like play a little bit like Demon Hunter Naga, right? So like be aggressive in the mid game and deny your opponent ability to creep, because level 3 MK is very dangerous versus with push, right, on top versus Orc that is going for tier 3, but I don't know. Mr. Remodivo, do you think that is a statement to Blizzard when human player in minute number 7, instead of making extra rifle, buys Forest Troll Berserker? What do you think about that?
What do you mean? You think rifles need a buff?
Many times the attack speed is like, okay, I have the money, either I buy a rifleman from the barrack or I buy Forest Troll Berserker. It's basically like a rifle, right? But without the range upgrade.
Yeah.
Maybe Mr. SOK thinks that rifles are weak.
Well, he's hoping that the MK can be strong. He's got not the best items, really. I was about to say, maybe okay, not really. And Bucky right now creeping up like a madman, trying to get as much experience as he can before the push that is coming. Because the push is coming for sure. If SOK finds out that it's tier 3, but has he found out so far? I'm not sure.
I mean, he needs level 3 on the MK and he will get it, that's for sure. But you know, he sees the scouting footman, so he doesn't know so far. But you know, he didn't see any raiders or shamans, that's quite telling. We have Kodo Aura, which is pretty good for rifle caster, I guess. Not perfect. This MK is getting level 3 right now.
The burrow is late, by the way. Shadowhunter is delayed by half a minute, maybe. You're gonna need Shadowhunter healing, because this TC is the only frontliner. Not having a Ring of Protection here is actually really annoying. TC could lose HP very quickly when he runs in front.
Okay, SOK saw Berserkers, so he definitely know now that it's tier 3. And look at his reaction! He's like, okay.
Oh.
He's like Matrix, you know, like Mr. Anderson. And, you know, Neo is like, inviting him to the dance. Okay, he says, you go tier 3, I go tier 3 as well. No push. He's going for tier 3. Maybe he feels that, you know, the early game was bad and he won't have enough momentum. So he's taking it to tier 3 himself. And man, tier 3 human versus tier 3 orc, that's super rare. And I like to see it. I love to see it in the decider of this Grand Showman.
That's incredibly rare. I don't even know what humans play with this. I mean, inner fire rifle, obviously, but something else.
Paladin, staff, and that's it.
Pally staff, and that's it. All right.
I mean, it's uncharted territory. I'm not an expert. He's as well, and well, STARBUCK can take the fight, right? He has the tier 3 now. SOK is investing into his, you know, future, so he's not in the fighting shape.
I think you could go for a Tauren Totem right now. Throw some Taurens into this army, and then you're buzzing.
I mean, there's always a possibility of, you know, tiny Great Hall, right? If human is not that dangerous.
Oh.
Okay, but wait a moment. STARBUCK wants to fight. Sometimes the simple solutions are the best. Full mana Sword Glade, it just went down. That feels bad. But as you mentioned, Tauren Chieftain can take a lot of damage without super giga defensive items. He pops the Mighty Invul. Stomp connects to MK and Water Elemental. That not too good, but man, it's a tier 3 army. 2-0 upgraded Berserkers with the Kodo Aura on top. Militia is here, but Militia is a little bit too late. Supply still even though STARBUCK kinda looks bigger, right? In this fight, we still need to remember that Mao Tian King is an arch enemy of those Berserkers with his club, of course. What about the Archmage?
Oh.
They almost surround!
Super close. AM hurt. May have to TP. He does.
That's annoying.
Gonna put SOK in a very defensive position, waiting for tier 3. Red camp now should be going to Bucky. He forgot about the Kodo Aura, by the way. That's a big oversight.
Yeah, it's plus 10%.
Now
Okay, he's going for it now. I mean, and all of those upgrades that are so expensive, you know, lumber-wise especially. He's going for third attack upgrade on his Berserkers,
Yeah.
man. Those are pretty well upgraded Berserkers with the aura, with the attack speed bonus that the TC aura can offer. Now he needs to get, I don't know, what is the best item? I don't even know, and I do know that if you want to creep, why not to creep a little bit faster with the Tome of the Dead? And he got.
Flame of Valor is amazing, actually. That might be the best item right here.
Really?
And for TC, man, you need frontline. You have enough. Damage is not the problem. You need frontline right now. TC is tanking up the TC. I think it's the best thing for him.
I mean, okay, you'll get some extra armor, but you know, I'll take +5 intelligence. But yeah, it's a detail. I know that for Demon Hunter, of course, Captain America Mask, as we call this item, is the best for sure. But yes, we'll see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, at the same time, slowly but surely, Mr. SOK is going for Inner Fire that was buffed, I would like to remind you. So this is what Blizzard intended in the new patch. Master ability of Priests. Research time was reduced by 15 seconds from 75 to 60. And is going to hit before minute 13. Maybe that's what is going to save Mighty SOK. Who knows?
Get the damage of these bursts is crazy. +7. 49 max damage. Shadowhunter now getting solo experience as well. Defensive item here would be great for the TC. What is it? Periapt?
HP.
Okay, that's not the right one, but okay.
Shadow is on level 3, man. Let's compare experience of Paladin and Shadowhunter. That's quite clear. But we have Inner Fire. STARBUCK has no Dispel. Let's talk about Inner Fire a little bit. Are you ready, Mr. Rimodimo?
Oh, I'm ready.
So if you upgrade your armor, like, you know, with rifles, this like leather armor something, I don't remember, it's +2 armor. And you upgrade it again, it's +2 again, and Inner Fire is +5. But how good is Inner Fire? If you lose all of your casters anyway, SOK is again out of position. The nightmare from Hammerfall happens again. STARBUCK is so ready, and STARBUCK is dealing so much damage.
Oh my god. Dude, damage is kicking in hard. We haven't seen Berserkers like this taking over the late game in a long time. This seems like a meta of 1,000,000 years ago. But the TC is still hurt. He's still the only frontliner. But so far, STARBUCK got all the kills.
We don't see that much inner fire is on the MK, so yes, he's very tanky, he's very chunky. Paladin is going to help him, but is this enough? MK is in trouble, he has the cloak, can he hide? The MK is going to get stabbed back. That's another amazing technology that tier 3 human has to offer. And can those rifles deal enough damage to stabilize the game? Rifles against Berserker, another stomp. Captain America.
There's ward here. There's a ward here. You can see him, Invis. Oh, the TC almost died trying to hide Invis.
STARBUCK was surprised. I was surprised as well. But yes, there are sentry wards here indeed. SOK is pulling back. Those supplies still even. It still looks like STARBUCK has more. There is a healing ward even, mamma mia, but MK is still in the human hospital. He got stabbed back and we need to wait some time for, you know, the staff effect, healing him to the full HP. There is no TP on the human. Human is kiting back.
Yeah, great trading for STARBUCK here in this fight so far. TC looking for the next big stomp. He's got mana for 2, but the HP might be too low. Staff is ready again. Stomp. AM now caught in front. No mana for Hoylite at the moment. MK, where are ya? TC,
Oh,
TC.
So close. By the way, SOK is an amazing 4v4 player, so let me tell you, as human in 4v4, you use staff of Sanctuary all the time. Yes, I would say that I'm sure that his staff control is on point, and we saw it. He saved MK and the Rifleman. But yes, MK is back, but look at the supply. STARBUCK is ahead in supply clearly. SOK stabilized. Nobody has an expansion now. Now it's Tauren Chieftains going to have some treatment, mana treatment, beauty treatment, healing souls treatment as well. Paladin got level 2, even more armor, inner fire, plus devotion aura, plus armor upgrades. Man, those are pretty tanky rifles.
Invo potions here, very important with that high damage potential on both sides. Last camp on the map goes to the Pally. It's gonna get him pretty close to level 3. And STARBUCK is losing money right now, sitting in upkeep this long. Is he going for a tiny? No, right? No money for that.
I mean, that's a very good thing that SOK is doing. I mean, that he did for some time, right? He has been mining until now. And he had been mining. Okay, English grammar is hard. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to catch up in supply, I guess. And you know what, Mr. Rimbo Demo? If you stay AFK, which aura is better? TC aura or the Archmage aura? I think that, you know, Master Casters with Brilliance aura, that's pretty good. SOK needs to scout, though. He needs to make sure that... Oh, Invisible Water Elemental. Oh, SOK knows that he has time. I think that's pretty rare in Warcraft 3 on pro level, but now I think he can relax now. It's like, okay, it's one base, supply is similar. Just keep eye of Orc if he's not expanding and just watch the mana on, you know, priest go up. That's what I would do in his shoes.
Actually retrained into Blizzard. I feel like having some Water Elemental frontline was kind of nice here, but... Okay, Blizzard, that's finally gonna open the Berserkers up to some damage. So far, they've been pretty much untouched, these Berserkers. Almost entirely.
Okay, I love it. Invisible MK versus Invisible TC. That's the high-level Warcraft 3, man. Look at those rifles with inner fire. There's no dispel on STARBUCK. Plus 7 armor on rifles.
Oh!
10 in total.
Demolisher Burning Oil! No way! That's one of the weakest upgrades in the game, but it looks so cool. It's 3 attack upgrades. It's plus 22 on the demos. Okay, that is pretty insane. TC running in. Stomp. Hits the MK.
MK has a lot of survivability now. Look at the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter is in his own tower, basically. I love it. And man, this burning oil is adding up. Here's call used by the human. Who is going to win? Tier 3 versus Tier 3. Look at this Blizzard. This Blizzard is adding up. Paladin would like to heal more. MK needs to survive. MK, can he survive? Here's call used. Paladin needs to start Holy Lighting. There is so much mana on the MK. And STARBUCK is going back.
Shit.
Demolishers or not.
Crazy late game fight over here. We're next to the Orc shop though. The TC now close to falling. Low HP, healed again. So much HP. Archmage, he's the one to die. AM gone, finds the vulnerability. Pally couldn't keep everyone alive.
And yes, it was SOK that wanted to push, right? I said that, you know, he can relax a little bit. He's like, Sol, relaxing in Warcraft 3 games, not on my shift. And man, the orb is purging, the hex is going to be hexing, I guess. And there is no time to relax now. Everything is dying. Mr. SOK needs to react now, but his Archmage is still so fragile. SOK has no heal scrolls. His army is looking quite weak, and he has no TP. Yes, he has the mighty staff. But that was the fight that STARBUCK needed.
SOK has way more mana regen. What a clap! Right there by the MK coming out of Invis. But now pretty much everyone's out of mana. TC with another stomp, hitting all 3 heroes. Invis trying to save those heroes. Pally, though, he falls. Only level 2 on that guy. Pretty frail. And that human army in general is looking real frail right now.
Mamma mia, and SOK wanted it, and man, Demolishers, they're 3-1 upgraded because they share upgrades with Berserkers, right? So, and with this burning oil upgrade, Archmage goes down, and ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner. STARBUCK did it in showmatch number 1, and he's doing it in the full duration of matchup number 2. He gets the W. What an amazing Warcraft 3 game. Shout out to the STARBUCK, shout out to SOK. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Mr. YangFeng, Mr. Remo Demo. That was amazing. What a start to the Friday evening.